photos of my horses over the years. This is me when I was younger with an Arabian stallion. That's on a ride. I'm the one up the back. We went on a 100-kilometre ride. And this is on Mount Ive Station, me breaking in the buckskin horse. Dennis the Menace was his name. And that's 3 of my horses there that I had out at the station at the time. We just let the horses out there. And that's catching the horses in a 1,000-acre paddock. Hang on. Oh, that's just the horses again in the yards. Dennis, Dakota and Spinner. Dakota and Spinner. That's me on Dennis and his second ride breaking in, when I was breaking him in. With me with Dakota before I dyed my hair. And that's me after with Dennis the Menace. Me on my little quarter horse, Spinner. Wanna Spin is his registered name. That's him there. And that's on my sister's horse with my daughter Jade. There's a close-up of Spinner. Dennis the Menace, catching him in the paddock. He's a beautiful horse. Out on another 100-kilometre ride with the Woodner mob. Dakota. That's Spinner again. Dakota again. And another little horse I handled for a while and then sold. And this is Breaking In Bobby, a horse I bought from the sales. And that's another horse I handled. Handling that for my niece, Chase was his name. This is me riding a steer. $3 and I was off. This is me training a camel. Handing some horses for my cousin's horse stud. Up at Giralambone, near Burke, south of Burke. It's when I was in a Willamara. That's a pack horse ride we went on. And that's my Buck Dillon, my horse I used to show. Buck Dillon. I was in Dolly magazine there. It's my daughter on a mare that I had and we swapped. I swapped her for Spinner. That's my daughter Michelle. Me playing polocrosse. Out at the station, I'm on Spinner and Jade's on Dennis. Me on Dennis. Catching Dennis and Dakota in a 1,000-acre paddock. Kim on Chase and me leading her for his first ride. That's me, Dennis walking off. That's me on Nico, my friend's horse. Out at the station with Kobe on his horse. Watch out for older women who ride horses. That's in my younger days. Some of these photos are back in my younger days cruise. That's me on a Arabian stallion Benghazi. That's my first horse I owned, Storm. And the second horse I own, Buck Dillon. That's working with a horse Chase. Me with Buck Dillon. I was in Dolly magazine, believe it or not. Me with my daughter training at Nana Glen, New South Wales. Another horse I worked with at Port Lincoln. My daughter Jade and I riding out at the station. And me coming along behind the sheep at Mount Ive Station. That's another horse of Cedar. It's my mare Flicker. Out out at Michelle's at Old Mara in New South Wales, out from Grafton. This is one of Michelle's schools she was doing. My sister and I, Teresa. Oh, that's me playing polocrosse again. I'm on my sister's horse there. That's me feeding a deer many years ago. When I was doing team penning with Spinner. Riding in Morocco with my daughter Jade, galloping Arab stallions on the beach at Spinner. Working with cattle with Spinner at the team penning at Quorn, I think. Yeah, that's at Woodner at the team penning training. Mount Station. That's me riding the steer. Working on another horse for my niece. And that's her other horse, Chase, I worked with for a while. It's a little pony. My sister and I got one each and we were training him to go on the cart. Breaking in, that's Sonny breaking him in. Me on my sister's horse, Teresa's horse. That's when I did the pack horse ride. Yeah, that's me in the black hat. Willamara camp draft. Watisha. Cinders. That's Koana, Chip Chase Koana, stallion I used to ride. This is my horse, Storm, my first horse. Horse I worked with for one of my sisters, Tara. And that's Nico, doing a bit of my horse cruise. My horse Flicker with my sister Tara, camping out. Nico, when we did a big long ride to Talia. That's the Arabian Stallion I won at the shows at Canberra. That's Rhapsody, one of my horses. Me with Dennis the Menace, another little horse I worked with for a while and then sold. Let Oliver twist, Amy on him, Michelle on Dignity. They're both my horses. And there's Flicker again. She's a lovely horse. This Sugar and Spice, bought hers from the sales, and she was my pack pony when I went on the pack horse ride. Jasper, a horse given to me by my cousin in Germany, with some carriage horses. Working with some alpacas, teaching them to lead. And 3 generations of horses. Me with 2 of my daughters, you can't see us. Mum, my daughter's horse. Me with Buck Dylan. And me with my first horse, Storm. Nico doing bending, I think that was. Oh, that's a horse in Thailand. I showed this Arabian Stallion in Canberra. And just recently, I'm 75 and this is my first ride after 15 years. So my niece let me ride her beautiful Arabian gelding. So back in the saddle. So no muscles for lifting saddle there.
This is a handle.
Get a bit more riding fit. He's a lovely horse though, Ariane.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to do Western classes, Western riding, trail
Let's go,
class,
She's riding.
Western Horsemanship, Reining, a little bit of camp drafting. Went in a couple hunts, but just have a look. So, yeah, been training horses most of my life, and this is my niece putting the saddle on. I'm 75, having my first ride after 15 years of not riding. Well, at least I got on. Had to climb a ladder though. But he's a nice quiet horse, so that was good. So needed some spurs here. He wasn't listening to my leg. So this is my niece's stables. Just taking his rug off to saddle him up. My daughter in the other stable with my granddaughter. She's learning to ride.
This one doesn't smell horsey enough. You don't smell horsey enough for me, do you?
So this is at my niece Kim's place. So yeah, hopefully I'll get right back riding again and be able to get out down the trail. So that's my granddaughter with my daughter, giving her a bit of a ride on one of Kim's horses. Just learning at the moment to trot, walk and trot, getting her balance.
A lot of your riding is what you use body weight and get them to go and stuff.
So my favourite thing to do was starting young horses under saddle. I really enjoyed that. Oh, this is all of us on the last time I went riding. The end. Like